This is going to be a rough one. So, after seeing a few things about a few other things, although I still believe that my situation started a long time ago, perhaps it was some of my not so savory search history that caused the increase of my organized harassment and started the electronic harassment. I can't blame that on anybody but me. And as I always try to mention, I try to leave the option open of things being my fault or me being wrong about things. And I try to take responsibility for things that are my fault because I guess that's just something that happens with growing and maturing and such. Although I'm still only 5'6" and I haven't grown much at all and I've been losing weight, so. Anywho, I've been so aggro about the whole damn thing because it's harsh, man. It's totally brutal. But I'm not a danger to myself and others. Like the last time I went to a doctor, they even told me that shit. So if this is a Fed thing, like I said, hit me up. Like, I will talk to you. I feel perhaps a few things have been misunderstood. Like, people misunderstand the shit I say all the time. My buddy was the only one that ever really pointed that out to me. He's like, dude, you don't think the way other people do. And when you say things, people totally take it the wrong way. And he explained it to me. And I'm like, why would they think that? And he's like, because people don't think like you do, dude. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, dude. So, like, I'm pretty sure it started a really long time ago, but, like, it increased an awful lot in the last couple of years. And then when I found out about it, it just randomly popped up on YouTube. Like, it was on a, recommended video, and the video itself said, like, before you accept that you're crazy, first make sure you're not surrounded by assholes. I thought it was like a joke thing about like a movie called Spaceballs where a dude's on a ship and he's all like, how many assholes are on this ship? And they're like, I'm an asshole, sir. And it was like everybody on the ship. I thought it was a comedy thing. Then I started watching it and like all kinds of shit just clicked. And like I said, other people point things out to me all the time. Like, yeah, well, this, that, and like. Also, in the beginning of after I found out, I had some really bad overreactions, negative overreactions to several things. Also, that would explain why they would. Like, I know they lead you to believe it's always something other than it really is. Like, that's been an ongoing, like, theme. I don't even know. You know, I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But, like, if it's on me, then it's on me, and I can't blame that on other people. I still do believe that it started a long fucking time ago. Like, before I ever left Ohio, I went to Job Corps and all that. Unless I was right or correct in the fact back in the day that everybody in Ohio was a fucking asshole. Not everybody, but the majority of them. I know too many uptight conservative people. I know too many like dick face wannabe hippie pieces of shit. And like lots of people in Ohio are assholes. And everywhere I've gone out of the state, everybody says that everybody they know or have met from Ohio have been completely fucking crazy. I've always just blamed it on the water and the weather. Well, mostly the water, but it's because, like, I know that Lake Erie's polluted. Hey, if you live in Ohio, Lake Erie is still polluted as fuck. Just because it looks a little cleaner in one spot or another, like, Lake Erie is a really, really deep lake. And just because you can't see pollution doesn't mean it's there, okay? I remember way back in the day. I remember when an oil tanker spilled in Lake Erie, or some kind of boat, or vessel of that sort. I remember that shit. Because that's when they put them zebra mussels in. The zebra mussels are those little tiny half a seashell things that cover all the beaches. They put those there to help clean up after a spill. And like since Lake Erie is polluted and has all kinds of radioactive crap in it and farm runoff and all kinds of other stuff, that's why they over multiplied and stuff. That's an invasive species. That shit should have never been there. I remember them raking crap off the top of the water with tractors. They had tractors on the beach driving and, like, what they call it, drudging? Like, raking all that crap out. I remember back in the day when that beer foam stuff started showing up all over the lake. Lake foam. It's like sea foam, but it's brown and disgusting. And it looks like beer foam. It's like a tannish color because Lake Erie's usually fucking brown. I'm all ready to go off on my whole tangent about Lake Erie water. Totally, see, I get sidetracked. Totally beside the point. Totally beside the point. And as I've said in other videos, if you're targeted by this kind of stalking and harassment, it very well could be your own fucking fault. Like I've said, I've done lots of stuff in the past that I'm surprised I never got arrested for. Like, top one is selling and running drugs. Like, I know they knew. They had to have. Because I had incidences where I got pulled over by a cop. Like, I used to keep, like, construction equipment and hard hats and, like, all my files and stuff in my truck. So that if I ever got pulled over while I was running some shit, they'd think I was a construction dude. Because, like, I used to work a lot of construction. I don't have a problem. I'd like to work some fucking construction. Some legit construction, actually. Like some over-the-table shit so I can pay back in the system so people will stop fucking crying about some shit. Because I'm fucking sick of hearing about it. Like, here's a thought. If you think I'm crazy, then go along with the crazy thing. If you think I need to work, then go along with the work thing. You can't have both. Because either you understand that I have difficulty working with people and people antagonize me on purpose, or you think it's all bullshit. And that's not just one person that said that to me. That's tons of people that have been saying that shit to me for years. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I've worked while I've been on SSI, but like, you can't properly report shit if you don't get paid the same amount every time and you don't have a legitimate weekly check and you do, what are you gonna do? Send it in every single fucking time you get a check and all that, and then like whoever it is you're working for, they don't 1099 you properly, or they don't even tell you that you've been 1099, or you make an attempt to get a 1099 and then they're like, oh, we'll talk about it later, and then you just don't have a job. Like, that's what my own personal situation has been. I felt no need to hide anything from them. I never made enough. I just misunderstood the situation. I thought if I didn't make a certain amount, then it didn't have to be, like, said because it wouldn't have affected it anyway. That's what I thought. I misread the situation, so that's my bad. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. If you think somebody's got an issue and you're bitching about them living off the government for any reason other than welfare you can bitch about. Welfare you can bitch about all the fuck you want because they totally are taking your taxes and fuck your feelings. You got a problem with it, don't complain to them, complain to the goddamn government because they can't do anything to change it, and even if they could, they probably wouldn't, or they wouldn't be on fucking welfare. But like, if you say somebody's got a disability or sickness or like workman's comp or any of that shit, like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion because if they did, the shit would be altered. If anybody gave a fuck about your opinion, you'd be telling the people that are in charge of altering that stuff and taking care of that stuff instead of the person that you're actually bitching about. And like I've said before, if you've ever blackballed somebody or fired them because you didn't like something about them, you don't get to bitch about them getting a check either. You don't even get to bitch about those people being on unemployment or welfare. You get to shut the fuck up. Lots of people would rather be working. And you just think that because they're not working, because they find other stuff to do when they can't find work, and you're all fucking jealous that you can't go do that shit. Well, fuck you. You have more money than they do. Stop being a bitch and just fucking go do it. Take some time off of work. That's why you have paid vacations and vacation time that you can add up. Or just, I don't know, fucking ask for a vacation. Tell them you're stressed the fuck out and you need a couple days. Most people will be reasonable about that shit. Unless you have a really important fucking job and nobody can cover for you. And even at that point, if you got a really important job and nobody can cover for you, then you should demand a fucking vacation because you got that kind of pull and they won't be able to argue it with you. But you probably won't. You'll probably just bitch about other people stealing your taxes and all that shit. And I work and they don't, blah, blah, because you're a fucking stupid crybaby fuck. That's a message to everybody in America, for real. Especially the, like, 6 or 7 people that I'm thinking of specifically right now. Fuck your feelings. Nobody cares. The only people that care about that shit are you. Because you're the one fucking crying about it. And I'm not the only person they've bitched about having that issue, but like, I do have issues. I just don't think that I'm totally mental. And I feel that there are legitimate ways to rectify the issues that I have. And I've been working through my temper and all that, and I'm really, really all the way sick of hearing about it. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care about your fucking opinion. I don't give a fuck about your life unless it affects me directly in some way in a positive manner. You dig? And I'm willing to bet that other people other than me that are less empathetic and haven't done research about it to try to figure it out and all that, they probably give even less of a fuck. Because, like I said, back in the day, I used to talk all kinds of shit about living off people's taxes and shit and blah, blah, blah. And I had a buddy come at me all kind of crazy, like, dude, this fucked up, boo. I'm like, do you know why I say that? Like, I have 63 pages of certification, letters of recommendation, and verification of all the skills I used to have. And I still have some of them, but they're just out of date. You know, I'm kind of rusty. Like, it's been a while. I haven't had a legit job and I don't even know how fucking long. And every time I go to get a job, I get fucking harassed at work and people fuck with my head and piss me the fuck off and then bitch about it or crack jokes and think that shit's funny. Number one, not professional. Number two, totally fucking harsh. Number three, totally fucking mature. Grow the fuck up. God damn. But anyway, like I said, that leads back to my point. This crazy shit that's been going on recently, very well maybe my own goddamn fault. But see, when I was on Facebook, I said the same thing I'm going to say right now. Fuck you. You got a problem with it? Bring your friends. Bring your goddamn guns. We'll have a goddamn picnic. Because I don't have a gun. Well, I do somewhere maybe. I don't know. I'm so fucking scared that I lost the motherfucker before I even got proper ammo for it. Cost me $150. Probably got stole out of my goddamn van. Also, if you're the one that stole my gun, it needs cleaned and oiled, or you might want to take it to like a gun shop and not a pawn shop, because probably not the safest weapon. Just saying. Just saying. Like, be careful. That was supposed to be a one-time shot thing for self-defense. Fucking goddamn. Also, to the rest of you gun nut faggot fuckers out there, guns are fucking obsolete. Yes, guns are cool. Yes, I really enjoy to shoot. I really do. I enjoy to blow things up on occasion. But, like, there's not very many places. I found out while I was gone out in the West Coast, there's plenty of places out in the desert where you can just go blow shit up. Doesn't cause nobody problems, doesn't wake nobody up,